is all tamped in. That's our leftover concrete from this morning. We're just going to put a sprinkle of stone here. We're kind of thick, and I don't mind thick on this edge. We're gonna pour this thick, but just not that thick. Get some more stone in there. Same thing. That corner's getting poured probably a foot thick of concrete, so we can see concrete on that face. We should have put some of our inlays on that, but you're really not going to see them with our set of steps coming up. Good, Jim?
Yeah.
Okay, we'll bring that truck back, dump into a buggy, and fill that in. Okay, patio's drying nicely. Still soft, but getting there. Driveway's poured, but too wet to edge. So I started digging my downspout. Coming under, right beside the sidewalk, behind our wall. It's gonna come right under here to over this edge to daylight. Just above those other two right there. So I'll go ahead and finish digging that, get the pipe in, and then we can form our steps. Okay, ditch is dug, 90 there, over, 90, and then 90. We got to get this down for our steps, right under the machine. Oh, there we go, right under the machine to daylight. So you can see how we brought the pipe over, 90'd it down. Our steps will go there. Matt's making the last connection to go to daylight. Let's head up top and see how the guys are making out. I think they're getting ready for cuts. Good in shape?
I think so.
Just matching these cuts on the turner run. And then we're gonna do one center there. 6 pads. Okay, there's the driveway all done. Matt's just finishing up this face. How's it going, Matt? Looks good. Now when they landscape, they don't have to come up to the top. If they hold down a little bit, it'll still look nice. And our steps are coming up. I got 15 things in my hands. Our steps are coming up right here to a landing and down. I don't have nail polish on, that's primer. Got our rebar all tied in for our steps. So I'll start bringing those up the hill. Okay, as it's getting hot out, We just wanted to get these formed up and get done. 3 steps plus a riser at the driveway coming down to a landing going over to their deck steps. 1 more step, then a long 45 walk coming over to 1, 2, 3 more steps coming down to the patio. So we're gonna get this graded a little bit and pour this in the morning. Talk to you then. So bright and early, our final day here. I think this is day 3. Putting a rebar in place for the steps. Tied together. We're not putting these up on chairs. We'll just pick them up as we go. I got this patio saw cut a little bit last night and then finished it this morning. Center a post, center a wall, across the front of the post, corner the post straight off, and then I divide this pad up into 4 as well. So I'm just cleaning it up and getting ready for the color and sealer. Okay, so this is the homeowner's hose I started using, and it works really neat. Watch this. So that's it. Nice, thoroughly clean. Really take your time when you're doing that. You want to get it as clean as it can be so the color and the sealer bond. So once this dries, I'll go ahead and get the color added. I just heard the mixer pull up, so we'll go ahead and pour these steps. Okay, top steps, a little bit of shoveling up here, dumping and dragging here. Now, the guys are trying their best not to splash the patio. I don't want to cover it up because then we'll just get it dirty with whatever we're covering it up with. Had I thought ahead, I would have brought a clean piece of plastic. So we're just dumping up here, pulling down. One more barrel to go. Okay, Steve's just finishing up the last corner. I just have to squirt that patio off right there. That's too bad, it's dry and nice. I'm almost ready for color. Okay, so I'm just about done grading. I'm going to take this area here down just a little bit. We don't want to trap water on the corner of that. You guys got all the cuts in. You're going to add one at the base of that step, Steve?
Down there? Or?
Right here.
Oh.
Let's add one right there. Looks good. Okay, a couple more steps to go. Re-rolling, rubbing up the faces. Starting to get the forms off. Let me steal you and bring you over here for a minute. Okay, I put my brown permateak into my mixer. This is how I whip this up. It's a real fast process. And I didn't want to get an extension cord out. So I just do it right here. I only have to mix up, excuse me, I only have to mix up one batch. Okay. So then I just take this over here to my sprayer that's already full of water. Then I can dump it right in there and give it a shake. Give that a shake and we're ready to go. With the sprayer full, I'm guessing I need a good half sprayer to do this. So I put like 3/4. I don't want to run out right in the middle of it. So I start at the edge, just misting it on. And it just lays right in the deeper areas of the stamp. Gives us that nice two-tone look. You can just see it instantly. Then you can reapply in areas you want a little bit more. What do you think? Your feet clean? If you want to give me a shield in front of these steps. Oh. And then always the tip clogs. Plenty left in the sprayer. Now the best thing to do is just walk away from it right now. I start looking at it, oh there's a missed spot, but it's just drying. So put it on a nice even coat when you're doing it, and it's probably done. That is the last step before sealing. Once that is dry, we can apply sealer, and it is all done. Thoroughly cleaned and scrubbed. That is a must. How we making out on the steps? We don't do finished edge coming down steps because that is too slippery. Only at the homeowner's request would we do that. And then I would also give them a warning about this slippery factor. So that tied in there nice. They're going to redo the deck and reposition the steps. So this is maybe just a temporary walk for now, or they'll put a potted plant there. Anything? So these are my products I used today for the stamp work. For the coloring, I did the Permateak water-based antiquing. This is the Westwood Brown. Mix it with water, give it a good blending, shaking, stirring, whatever it takes. It has to be thoroughly mixed to apply. After that, I'll apply the first seal. This is a penetrating sealer, and it's a bonding agent for my final sealer that I'll be putting on later today or first thing tomorrow morning. So just waiting on a couple of these little spots to dry. We'll get this sealed, and we have one more project we're going to do today. Okay, with the patio nice and dry, it really didn't take that long. It seemed like a long time sitting there waiting, but I just wanted to get it completed while I'm here. So the first seal will dry, and you really won't even notice it on there. This will set us up real nice for our final Butterfield Clear Guard sealer that I'm going to put on it This will help it bond real nice. It's good for regular concrete too, but you have to do it the next day. You cannot apply the same day. So just a nice even coat everywhere. You don't want to see a pattern, you just wave it around in a couple different directions. Okay, so this is unsealed and this is sealed. Now that whiteness will go away, but you can really see the two-tone look in there. Isn't that pretty? Really nice look. This is one of my favorite stamps. I just did my patio at home with it. A lot of you guys have seen, but if you didn't, check it out. We put lights around it. It looks really cool. So go ahead and finish getting this sealed, and I'll bring you back for the final coat. Well, they took my shield with them, so I'll just be careful not to get it on the house. And I'm not too concerned with this product. It dries. If I get a little bit on the brick, you'll never know it. In 10 minutes it'll be dry. You never know it. So it really didn't take long. I sat here longer than anything waiting for that to dry, and it took me minutes to seal. So look at what I just sealed 2 minutes ago, how it's already drying. Back to that doll look. You could stop there if you like that look, but we'll be back to put like I said, the clear guard on it. Talk to you then. These are the steps we poured yesterday. I'm going to get a coat of SRT on these, and then we'll put our final coat of sealer on this patio. So we'll get a leaf blower going and clean these little maple petals off. Looks nice. Nice and clean still. Good. Alright, let's go get it mixed up. So for the patio, we're using ClearGuard Pro 350. Notice how he pours a full can with the spout upside down, and then halfway through it'll flip it around. It just pours a little bit cleaner. Next we put in our gator grip.
Already in there.
Already put it in, and that way it starts dissolving and mixing.
I like to put the gator grip in with about a quarter can of sealer. That way I can pick the can up and spin it around and use the wand to help stir it in.
Okay.
If you don't do that, it'll clump up, come through the hose, and clog up the tip of your sprayer.
And then lastly, xylene. Not xylol, it has to be xylene. This helps. I'm not sure what it does. I believe it slows down the drying process so we don't get the bubbles. But we add that to the sealer. Here it is right here. Xylene. Probably 20% xylene, 80% sealer to a sprayer.
And I think it's worth noting that if you're going to do this, you always want to stir it rather than shake it. Because when you shake it, you put more air into the sealer, and that helps with the bubbling.
What?
Phil told me that.
Okay.
At Shop Supply, you know,
I like shaking.
Sealer.
I like shaking, not stirred.
All right, James Bond.
Agree to disagree. Okay, let's get those steps done. I'll meet you back there, Steve. Okay, underway. Just using a shield not to get it all over the deck, even though it's coming out. We just want to be as neat as we can.
After that? Yep.
Now, how about the face of that concrete? Looks like we need to hit, seeing something there. That'll dry and blend better. This is SRT from ChemMaster. We use this on all of our plain concrete. When it's dry, it really doesn't change the appearance at all. It'll dry nice and clear. Goes on kind of a purplish white. That's probably just so you can notice the coverage. All right, I need a shield on this face over here. Key part here. We don't want to get the SRT on the patio. Come on, Matt, you got this. You can stand on the patio.
Sorry. No, you good? I know you have. Yeah.
Beautiful. Just let that drip off in the groove a little bit. Let it drip in his shoes. So we just got a little bit right here. Maybe I'll go get a sponge. I don't think that's gonna matter. Come on. Alright, these guys are back here. This is my favorite part. Look how it brings that stamp to life. Doesn't that look nice? Steve does a good job at making sure all of our joints go all the way to the wall.
Thanks, guys.
I'd say we all do it, but I think Steve does most of it.
I agree. Because every time you guys just start stamping like madmen.
Madmen? Is it? Are we madmen? I don't know. He says the craziest things. So just feathering around the posts. This goes so much easier than by myself.
So much.
It feels like there's too many people here, but we're only here for about 3 minutes. Notice how he sets that off the edge.
I mean, I was getting off anyway.
Lots of pressure, lots of pressure. So notice how he's moving the wand. He's not doing waves back and forth, circulars, moving in all different directions. And of course the tip clogs.
Tip clogs, grass is on there. Luckily I remembered to bring a knife.
Where's all those safety pins I had? Boy, does that look nice, huh? It's called the wet look. It'll get a little bit duller. It won't be that shiny. I always say 2 light coats is better than 1 heavy coat. I can't stop looking at it. My patio, I did sandstone and Kalina tan. This is harvest wheat in Kalina tan. A little bit more brownish in this one than my patio. I really like this. Want to rip mine out?
Yeah.
You're right.
Well,
Donna
3.
would kill us. Steve's trying to hit different directions in the mortar joints. Getting good thorough coverage. A little bit light in there, Steve. We can even let this set a minute or two and dust the whole thing again. It really, on a day like today, it's going to dry reasonably fast. And final coat. That looks nice. See if we got one little spot right here by this post. I think that looks really sharp. So there it is. We started this project on Monday. Demo. Here it is Friday morning. This is how we're going to leave it. They're going to come in and build a wall here. Do landscaping. Steps are all done. And this was only one of our projects this week. We had a busy week. Okay, on to the next one.